Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we are going to take Tainted Magdalene to the chest. Maybe Delirium, maybe Boss Rush, who knows what we're gonna get done today. I'm just gonna start running into enemies and hoping for the best. I'm kind of surprised I haven't done Boss Rush or Hush with this character yet, but we'll see if the reason for that becomes obvious during this run. As per usual, we're just going to be running into everything that moves for a good while, at least while we have those hearts available. I'm going to watch out a little bit for champions, but for the most part, it's just going to be a lot of this, picking up hearts and moving along. And having a good time while doing it. I would like to find my item room on the way to the boss, but if not, then that's fine. But it would perhaps make things a little easier. We can, of course, use the creep to kill enemies as well, but then they don't necessarily drop hearts. But occasionally it might be worthwhile to actually even shoot a tier or two. Also just looking for a sharp plug so we can just run through everything. That would be the ideal. God, I was really struggling with that one. The ideal strat, because then you can just use the Yum Heart forever without really having a care in the world. Because the invincibility will just carry you through the fight, and that is lovely. We're just gonna use this invincibility as much as we can. Right up until that point, there we go. There's a soul heart there, there's gonna be a bone heart there, that's okay. We're just gonna leave these remaining hearts behind and quickly look for our item room before moving on. Would like to get a couple more coins, I think. Not really too concerned about my health right now. It's just gonna stay nice and stable on 2 hearts. But I'd like to get a little bit more money. I'd like to get a bomb, I guess. There we go. That was nice and easy. And maybe we can use it to find our secret room as well. I'm guessing our item room is most likely near the room to the left there that we haven't explored yet. 5 coins is nice. Makes it worthwhile to actually spend all this time to destroy those flames oh so slowly. And there you go. Very nice. Should probably check out the curse room. That's extra damage, so we're just going to be taking that. 0 downsides. Our tears look like nails. Everything is great. A little bit late there. This is a weird looking room, but fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, very odd. I don't think I've ever seen that particular layout before, but ultimately it doesn't change much. Was there anything interesting in our shop? I don't actually remember. There's a soul heart, but that's not super exciting. 3 pills. X-Lax. Health up, not bad. Balls of steel, okay. Not super great, but still kind of nice. It's in our pill pool, I suppose. The main thing with this character is that those blue hearts are going to disappear in a second. Use that Yum Heart, so it would focus on those first. And let's just get this. Extra tier rate. Cool trinket. And on we go. We are making progress. It was a pretty slow first floor, but ultimately we can usually get through some of these floors fairly quickly as well, so I'm not overly concerned. 100% chance of a devil deal, but we might just stick to angel rooms, especially since Delirium is still a thing that we have to do, and I wouldn't mind going the classic Mega Satan Delirium route that has been working out surprisingly well for us. And admittedly, I could just, you know, shoot like this. It does work fairly well, but then you have rooms like this where just being able to clear that entire barrage of enemies is just so wonderful. Plus you get that devil deal protection from the red hearts anyway, as long as it's the ones that slowly go down. So let's quickly fly through this. Sorry, my little plum friend. Get that devil deal. We'll take the size up for our tiers as well. And Lemon Party, not bad. I think Soul of Samson definitely has some use as well. Probably shouldn't be running into champions like that though, because that is a major health drain. But that's okay. We'll just pretend like it doesn't matter. We got 2 keys, so we can very safely check out anything here. Sacrifice rooms could be pretty good, given how we make health anyway. It's a little bit late, unfortunately, because I would have liked to have gotten it a little bit earlier on the floor, then I'd consider it a bit more, but still, I think you could probably get some decent uses out of a sacrifice room with this character for sure. Yeah, man. God. Free bomb, free anarchist cookbook. I've yet to find my item room and shop. For some reason, I'm really struggling with those today, but these are big basement floors as well. Like, usually a basement is not that big, but it just keeps going. That's actually ridiculous. There might be a secret room to the right of that room as well. This isn't even an Excel floor or a cursed room or anything. Like, it's just really big. The shop is going to be next to that last big room as well, so there's a lot of exploration. How to jump, pretty good. Saves us some bombs here. Plus, it's another part of the bookworm transformation as well. And it allows us to reach places that we can't always reach. So all in all, I think we're just going to stick with that. Unless, again, we find something particularly amazing. But I don't know what I would want to get rid of how to jump, I suppose. That's probably pretty good because we're going to take a lot of damage. So honestly don't mind that. And with that, we are just going to speedily make our way to the next floor. And all in all, this run is not too complicated so far. I can kind of appreciate it. It's mostly just a lot of running. I'm assuming that that bag we got is pretty much going to solve all of our problems. In terms of consumables, so that's pretty nice. I'd like to get this as well. Come on. Let me get it. There you go. I'll take this coin, so we're at a nice 15. And we will happily go on to the next floor. This really is one of the kinder characters if you can just kind of keep your speed up. And we also managed to keep our health up in a pretty good place, so that's looking pretty good so far. We have one bomb, so if we get an angel statue later, then we can just make use of that. Now we should be able to go here as well. Would have been a little scary if there was a troll bomb inside, because I was going to say that I wouldn't be able to get away from it, but if you jump, you're basically invulnerable as well, so there wasn't as much danger as one could maybe assume. But it's a little scary for sure, so I kind of appreciate that it worked out that way. Curse room, a little tempting. Do we get pickups from taking damage if we do it in an attacking way? I'm genuinely not 100% sure. Also, rooms like this kind of suck because it's just going to take a while to kill some of these enemies that we can't quite reach with our melee attack, unfortunately. This should be possible, though. How to jump, once again, paying off wonderfully. It also skips the item pickup animation, so you can more quickly leave. And yeah, that did just drop a red heart and a bomb. So honestly, the fanny pack is actually really good as this character, because we're going to be running into everything anyway. Look at that. Bunch of money. Very nice. Just a nice and chill run. I appreciate these. I don't like this layout. This room layout really sucks. But fortunately, the boss is easily disposed of. But those spikes were nasty. That's actually really mean. Could have picked up that coin, didn't. And I'm already moving on. Let's just check out the curse room real quick, though. The dice room could be interesting, but I don't think I'm going to bother with it. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's pretty darn close. It's at least no longer in the item pool, I guess, is the most positive thing I could probably say about it. So we're just gonna have to go with that. Golden key for my fanny pack, very nice. Just walking to you. God, yeah, I did not anticipate how good the fanny pack would actually be as this character. This is one of those characters where I think I have everything unlocked on my sort of main save file. I still call it my main save file, even though I barely ever play on it anymore. But I kind of just did everything and then moved on, and it's probably because most of my runs just sort of look like this. I'm just running into everything. Black hole, I mean, I think how to jump is probably still better, especially if we find a panic button somewhere, because I think that will pretty much just make us win as well. I wonder if you could just actually spam how to jump and still attack with the melee attack. I mean, you could do that. You could use the creep that's on the floor, but that is not exactly a guarantee. BFF, not sure if it's going to affect us in any meaningful way, but I'll just take it anyway in case we come across something. Probably doesn't hurt. That worked out barely. That was pretty darn close, but fair enough. Come on, get there. Whoop. How to jump has its uses, but sometimes you have to get a little bit creative with it. That could be good. Just God, 3 coins just dropped. Was it because I ran into one of those enemies and they steal coins? Maybe, because my coins are not 14. Huh. That's a little annoying. Come on. Alright, that deals a full heart of damage every time, so I should probably stop doing that, but still. We got to the end, we got a speed up, that's alright. That's 2 angel statues. So if we could just get this out of the way nice and quick, that would be lovely. We're dealing pretty okay damage as well. Like, look at that. Just need to remember to pick up the key piece before fighting the second angel, so we're not in as much trouble. Because I think if otherwise you can get the first key piece twice, and that's just not exactly what I'm looking for. But God, this damage is actually unreal for basement. No, not basement. Caves 1, I think this is. But yeah, that's actually really high. I will happily take that. We got a really big friend that is probably dealing a pretty substantial amount of damage as well. We have access to Mega Satan. So if we don't get a Delirium portal, we at least get a chance from that. So that's kind of nice. And I'm not sure if I even had the protection there from the little heart, but I think I must have. Also, the poofs are really big with BFF as well. A surprising boon. Friends, I mean, it's probably better than how to jump, but I'm not going to take it because I kind of like how this is going so far. Ooh, mega chest. That's exciting. Let's use all our keys on this and get probably nothing. Oh, we actually got it to open. And we got Book of Secrets and we got Lucky Foot. So all of our pills are going to be at least neutral. Book of Secrets probably better than how to jump. But again, I'm kind of going for a theme here. So let's see if we can make it work continuously. Yeah, the pills are all worthwhile now because of that Lucky Foot as well. So that's just wonderful. Life's just working out. It's wonderful. It's just a great day. It's just a great time to be alive right now. I really appreciate runs like this. It just let me be for a moment, you know? Because I know I got runs coming up with like Tainted Lost, and I can kind of appreciate runs where I can just run into everything. And have it be a genuine strategy. It's just nice. I don't know if this friend is actively helping me or not. Or if it is mostly just hurting me. Let's just do that. There's a library there as well. We've seen a lot of books this run. So that's surprising. We have 0 keys currently, which makes the library a little bit concerning. Because I also kind of want to go to the curse room, and I can go in the curse room for just health, and health is not that valuable to me. Or we could just get an extra bomb and we can go to all the places. That, I suppose, is also an option. There's a lot of red flames on this floor as well, jeez. Anyway, Book of Shadows is probably better. It said a lot of things about themes and things, and then we found Book of Shadows, and we're just gonna take that instead. Because it is probably better. That's Goat Head. That's reasonable. Just hanging out in the middle of just a random curse room. Sure. Now, the problem is I don't know when I want to use Book of Shadows, but it is just a kill switch for a lot of rooms, I feel. Because I can just run into all the enemies with the Book of Shadow active and just have a really good time with everything. It's pretty great. Then there's 4.5 volts, which I'm not sure if this is going to be bad or not, but we're going to test it out because I'm curious. But there is a reasonable chance that against the boss, this is effectively just invulnerability. So it sounds pretty potentially neat. And with that level of potential, we're moving forward. 0 bombs, 1 key, and we are almost fully charged on our Book of Shadows again. There's little Chad. Let's just use the Book of Shadows. And yeah, that just charges it pretty much instantly. And little Chad has appeared in the basement. I noticed recently that I didn't have this secret unlock yet, and I was actually genuinely quite surprised by that. And somehow we've just, in over 200 runs, we haven't just never seen little Chad in a boss room, I guess? It's sort of unreal, but yeah, we got that now, so that's good. Anyway, Gimpy though. Gimpy's really good. I might not take it though, because we do have Goat Head, and we're gonna just get those doors to open all the time. so I don't mind not taking it so much. Book of Shadows is going to keep us alive pretty much all the time. We are at 12 minutes on an XL depth, so if we can just find our way, then we're probably going to make boss rush as well. And if we have boss rush with this Book of Shadows shenaniganry going on, then basically we're just going to bump into everything until we win, so that's pretty great. And truth be told, feeling okay about all of this. Feeling okay about how this run is transpiring so far. I don't hate it. There's plenty of golden chests in here, but I have no way to access them, since we did get rid of how to jump, unfortunately. Missing paper might be better than this trinket, but I quite just like the flies. They make me feel safe. So we're just gonna take those. Pins, not here. I thought this was pin room for some reason, but then all the sounds started happening. I'm just gonna run into an enemy and get rid of that black heart to kill everything, because I don't want to deal with it. If we had flight, I'd be willing to deal with a lot more nonsense in some of these rooms, but without flight, I just don't want to. It's just not an interesting floor so far. Please give me something more. Lil Chad's actually not bad as this character either, just because of those extra heart drops as well, so we're just gonna stay alive. There was an Eternal Heart on the previous floor, and I think I just forgot to pick it up. Just remembered that, but well, that's okay. We don't need everything. A map also wouldn't have been too terrible. Book of Secrets would have been nice for that, but I think Book of Shadows just is so ridiculously powerful as this character that I couldn't exactly say no to it. We still have a good 5 minutes anyway to actually reach the boss room, so either way we're probably going to be fine. Just gonna use the Book of Shadows here for fun, to get through that for free. I was kind of hoping for a cursed room with a little bit more interesting stuff going on. And we'll take that. A full health pill would actually be really good as well. That'd be neat. And I think I might use Samson's thing on the boss rush as well. Because I think that's just going to be kind of amazing. Let's just use that as well. Must remember to use the Yum Heart on occasion. We have 15 coins. I'm still just going to bomb this for the key though, because our key count's a little bit on the low side. And I wouldn't mind doing Hush this run either. So let's just try to get it all done. This is just going to hopefully be a really productive run. I'm a little tempted to do Boss Rush Hush Delirium. Because I think this build basically has everything that is needed to do that. But it is, I'd have to do the chest again at some point, but I kind of like these guaranteed runs to do Delirium with regardless, because chest is just kind of a nice and chill experience anyway. Chariot card, also not bad as this character. You can pretty much clear a room with a chariot card fairly consistently, I would say. Temperance Machine. I definitely knew what that was from the shape of the card, so that's why I knew it. Wasn't the mod at all. Everything's okay. And moving on. 11 bombs, 3 keys, not bad. Would like to find an item room at some point in my life. My health is slowly draining because I am destroying a lot of these enemies from ranged attacks, but that's okay. I wonder if Lil Chad does more if you have BFF, actually. Maybe I'll just give, like, better hearts on occasion. Can you please? Oh my god. A little bastard just hanging out there forever. Alright, now my nails are bouncing. That's probably not a bad thing. I have to imagine. Didn't really need to break them, I suppose. Thinking about it, I guess we have 100% chance of a door opening every single floor, so we probably didn't need to blow them up, but it's stuck in my system, unfortunately. So it is what it is. There's our item room. Number 2, Ipecac, sure. Seems reasonable. I wonder if this kills me, actually. That's a little bit of a concern. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those runs, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Every time I run into anything, I explode. Okay. Yeah, that seems about right. Also, the bouncing Ipecac tears is quite the sight to behold. Smelter, sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. Let's just go do the Fallen. You can just do that from a distance, don't need to run into that. That is Cambion Conception. That, I think, is basically incredible, right? I would have to assume so. I'm gonna just walk into you for a moment here. Yep, that's a good boss fight. Very nice. Alright, where are we going again? Chest? Yeah. Take that. Angel room. We have the other one as well. Very nice. That's also basically amazing because we're gonna drop hearts all the time. Tech would be fun. Ooh, that... I think I prefer tech, actually. Yeah. Just gonna take this. Yeah, this is good. We're just gonna have Book of Shadows active the entire fight. It's great. Book of Shadows and also the healing. Every time we shoot a beam, it explodes. We have infinite range. I think we have a decent chance, given the whole invulnerability and infinite range thing that we got going on. And infinite healing, basically, as well. We're gonna get probably a bunch of extra followers from the fact that we're picking up red hearts all the time as well. Apparently there's a tinted rock there, I guess, because I don't really see another way that there would be a heart there. But I think I'm going to deliberately take some damage here as well. For a couple reasons. One is the fanny pack. And then there is also the extra stuff that we're just going to get from that. And occasionally we'll just use that Book of Shadows once we reach like that 2 heart point so we can start healing up again. Slowly but surely. Just grab hearts all over the place and then just redo the whole thing. There's a bunch of soul hearts here from, I think, our fanny pack as well, which is pretty great. We've got little Brim to just show up there because we took enough damage for Cambion, whatever the heck it's called, to pop, so that's pretty great. We have the Guardian Angel on us right now as well because we picked up so many hearts, so we got that follower. Oh, this is so silly. I very much appreciate where this is going. One of the silliest runs I've had with this character, I think. I love it. Just walking into stuff, everything's exploding. Occasionally our health is a little bit precarious, but then it stops being that. Wave 12 out of 15. No concerns. Even if we're like playing it somewhat careful by just shooting from a distance, it charges Book of Shadows so quickly. Yeah, I'd never even like considered how good like Cambion compression. I really need to know the name of that item. How good that item would actually be on this character, because we have just so many followers from this boss rush alone. It's actually ridiculous. Very happy with that. I just need to be a little careful with my health. Like if I can get some more heart containers, that would actually be really appreciated. There we go. I don't know what this does. How are you still here? Okay. That gives me a little bit more freedom of movement as well, so that's good. Alright, so we leave that room with about 60 more followers, and we got boss rush done. So all in all, that's pretty great. Now, if we can just clear the womb in 9 minutes, then we should also be good to do a nice attempt at Hush. So that's looking pretty alright. Also, I just realized I can just bomb through everything if I really wanted to. And quite frankly, I don't hate the idea. I think that is going to speed up the process quite significantly by just doing that and occasionally blowing myself up, but that does happen. God, look at this. Everything just dying instantly. Anti-gravity with the like melee attack looking real weird as well, but it's working out. This is exactly the kind of run I was hoping for when I started this, I'm not gonna lie, because quite frankly, I was hoping to just get some stuff done nice and quickly. And then go on and do some other stuff, and I don't think I can get the run to go much quicker than this. Unless I really actively try to go fast by just bombing through every single room until I find the exit. Which, quite frankly, not that difficult with tech, actually. I don't have to aim. It's kind of amazing. I could get, like, at least one more follower, I think, by just emptying that room of hearts. But I'm just gonna leave that alone. We have two of the same angel with us right now as well. Which is interesting. Didn't know that could actually happen. But fair enough, I suppose. There we go. We don't need to blow them up. We could maybe get an extra heart container from that blood donation machine, but I don't think we necessarily need to bother. Ooh, a box. Wafer. Yep. Take that. That's just amazing, really. I'll take the Eternal Heart. I kind of forgot to use Soul of Samson. The twins, I don't actually have a thing, so yeah, that actually is pretty good. Let's move on. I forget what the twins does, but I think it just gives you like one duplicated follower or something per room sometimes. Like a pretty high chance of it happening as well. So I'm assuming with the golden trinkets, it's just a ridiculous chance of it occurring. That's just great. God, this is such a great build. I don't think I would love it on a character like... wait, what does it actually say? Effect doubled. Yeah, I mean, it's gold. So, yeah. But yeah, if I had this on like Tainted Lost, I'd just be terrified because everything is exploding all the time and it would not be very viable, I feel. But with this character, is just so good. It is just crushing everything. I love it. Not sure where I need to go on this floor, so I might actually clear a couple of rooms here and there. Just to make sure we can more easily backtrack later. But I'm feeling okay about this. We have doubled our little extra damage follower there. Soul Heart appeared out of nowhere afterwards, so that's neat. I feel like we're probably going in the right direction just from how many rooms we've explored, but I've fallen in that trap before on the room and I'd rather not do it again. I was gonna say not sure how I didn't take damage from those tears, but then I realized I have like 19 orbitals around me. There is very little danger here. We're all good. There we go. Very nice. That's an angel room. Let's just check that out. I was kind of hoping for, what's it called? The, you know, the one. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just move on. I was kind of hoping for something else there. Oh, for Sacred Heart. But I guess this will do. Don't think that really does anything. So let's just take Aquarius. Is that? Yeah, that's going to make it all green as well. It's going to be a big old mess. Take that. Sure. Sure. Car battery. I think that... I mean, I was already immortal, but now I basically am super immortal, I think. That's pretty great. Damage up. Obviously need that. Money. Is there anything else we can do? We could spend some money on the donation machine, I guess. Occasionally I've been blowing that up, so... should probably refill it every now and then. There we are. Ansus. Let's actually try to use Soul of Samson, because I'd like to have the full mapping on the next floor. I'm kind of curious if this works. So if I now use Book of Shadows, I think it's basically double length because of the car battery. So yeah, that's what I meant with even more invulnerability. But also the Yum Heart is just going to give so much health now because it's going to heal like 4 hearts every time I use it. So all in all, I'm feeling fairly great. Can I like get in between you? There we go. That's the good stuff. This is how the game is meant to be played. I'd love it if you just stayed next to the wall here, but I think after a while it goes down, yeah. I'm dealing a slightly low amount of damage, so it does take a while for my Book of Shadows to recharge. But again, I think it lasts twice as long right now, so it really doesn't matter that much. This is how Hush is meant to be fought. Similarly with Delirium, really. You're just meant to be invulnerable. Have a loud fire sound playing at all time because of the holy water that you acquired from picking up so many hearts. and just have a good time. Hush occasionally healing all my red hearts again. I haven't used Book of Shadows in a while, and it's still active. So that gives kind of an idea what we're dealing with here. I'm curious how long it actually lasts, but it might be like a full 60 seconds or something right now. It's pretty great. Very much appreciated. We have a relic, apparently. Just noticed it. Let me use my Book of Shadows again. Because it was starting to run out after basically getting rid of most of Hush's health bar there. But I'm happy that at least we got a build like this with Tainted Maggie, because this happens more frequently than you would expect. One thing about Sharp Plug is that you can just keep spamming Yum Heart. Like you can use it and then immediately recharge it and then use it again. Solo Magdalene, because we did all this stuff. And you'll be invulnerable. I forgot to use Soul Saps. Oh god, it looks so cool as well. Oh well. But yeah, the invulnerability period of using the Sharp Plug keeps you alive the entire time, and it's so silly. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Because you can just keep spamming it. You'll hear the damage sound the entire time, but that's really the only downside. Alright, let's bottom right. I don't know what the best route here to take is, but either way, doesn't matter too much. Let's recharge our items a little bit at least, though. We have Wafer as well, like that's also just pretty disgusting in terms of our luck. I can't bomb through this. For some reason I always thought you can bomb through Delirium, but you can't. I think they even recently said that you couldn't. Now, I have bamboozled everyone, including myself, it turns out. You can at least bomb into the secret rooms. So that's something. Come on. Sure. I don't wanna... I only have 13 coins. I can't afford to give those away right now. So I'm pretty sure this can't be Delirium because both up and down would expand the boss room, but this should be able to. Yeah. Doesn't have to be, of course, but it could have been. Flip? Oh my god. I mean... Unfortunately not this run, but... Flip is so good. Nice that we at least managed to touch it at some point. But god, Flip just gives you the same effect that Tainted Lazarus has, but without changing your character, so it's just a really good reroll. Oh yeah, that seems about right. 9-volt battery, we did need to charge those items a little bit quicker. I did say it wasn't going to be Delirium that one, and I still went in it. But I guess an R key still wouldn't hurt either, so maybe I should actually just speed run through this entire floor, see if we can get an R key somewhere. Because this character still needs like a couple things anyway. After this, I mean, Chest and Beast, that's not really too bad. As far as things left to do, Chest and Beast are not exactly the most difficult things that you would ever have to do, so it doesn't matter too much, I guess. But that wouldn't hurt to get one of those two done in this run, given the run that we currently have going. Guppy's Call It. Look at how, like, the 9-volt battery almost, like, helps so much with Book of Shadows as well. Just instantly giving you that first blip is just actually so much. So, you know, pretty standard run. Pretty standard run. Ladder, sure. Not sure if that actually works when I go back to the starting room on the floor. I don't think it does, but might as well check it out, since we have to go to that boss later anyway. Book of Satan, Satanic Bible. Should probably check out the secret room as well, thinking about it, in case there is an item in there. Because I don't know if I should have Flip before entering that room, but it would be kind of interesting. Alright. Silly pins. Yeah, it's nothing. I mean... yeah, it's nothing. Maybe theoretically, you know, maybe there was just Steam still waiting inside one of those shopkeepers. I don't think Flip would have worked with that, because it is like, it does have rules. And I don't ever fully remember what the rules of flip are, but it's okay. It's okay. For some reason I was really dreading playing this character, and now I'm playing this run. And yeah, I don't really understand it, but I guess not every run is like this when playing this character either. I guess some runs are a little bit different than this one. But I would recommend running it like this. Yeah, that seems about right. Because this is honestly a very efficient way of dealing with problems. The classic instant kill everything strategy. There we are. Delirium. Just use that Book of Shadows instantly and just wander into him for a while. There we go. I mean, I'd be impressed if we managed to lose at this point at least, so there's that. Even, like, if we wouldn't use Book of Shadow, I think Wafer would just be enough to pretty much carry us through this. Eternal Heart. But I am using Book of Shadows every now and then, so it's just great. It's just a really great time. This is really nice. They fixed that bug where Delirium would just bug out and give you 1,000,000 hearts instead, and I kind of missed that. But if you could just stay next to the wall all the time, that would be lovely, because it makes bouncing into you a lot easier. I suppose I can sort of make that happen by just hanging out near the walls, but I don't want to hang out. This has stopped being a hangout run. This is very much a let's just do it kind of run. And I'm having a good time. Yep, there's this boss hanging on the middle of the room. Honestly struggling more with actually getting close to Delirium than I thought I would, because that's usually so easy. He teleports all over the place, and this time around, just want to walk into him the entire time, and it's being surprisingly difficult. But somehow, some way, we did manage to win that run. 37-minute Delirium, that's pretty good. And apparently, I didn't have that unlock yet, because I just got the achievement for it. So fair enough. That's how you play Tainted Magdalene. You get a recharge item, you get hypercoagulation for killing Delirium, and then you just run through everything and make everything explode, and then you win. It's a pretty tricky character if you don't get these things. But even then, a lot of the run usually is just running into stuff and then winning, so yeah, just win. That's my advice. Just win, and then you'll have won the run. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another run with a different character. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.